Friends, have a greetings of the day. This is Professor G.S. Wazire from Department of Electronics, Sri Shivaji College, Akola. Friends, today's topic for discussion is reverse bias PN junction. Already we have discussed about the formation of junction in last lecture. Today, try to concentrate on this figure. As shown in figure, if positive terminal of battery is connected to N-type semiconductor and negative terminal of the battery is connected to the P-type semiconductor, then it is called as a reverse bias PN junction. In this case, holes are attracted towards the negative terminal of the battery like this, and the electrons from N side, they are attracted towards the positive terminal of the battery. Thus, holes and electrons, they will try to move away from the junction and from each other also. Since there is no holes and electron combinations, the current will not flow through the PN junction by the majority carriers. In other words, the width of this depletion layer will increases with the applied voltage, and thus it opposes the flow of majority carriers. At room temperature, some covalent bond gets break in P-type as well as in N-type semiconductor materials, due to which there exist few electrons in P side and few holes in N side of semiconductor material. The external applied voltage acts as a forward bias for these minority charge carriers. Therefore, this minority charge carriers produces a small current through the PN junction, and this small current, it is called as reverse current or reverse saturation current, or even it is called as leakage current. Since minority carriers are thermally generated, the reverse current is extremely temperature dependent. It is found that this current doubles for every 10 degrees Celsius for germanium and 6 degrees Celsius for silicon material. Let us now discuss the voltage ampere characteristics of this reverse bias PN junction. In this figure, we have taken negative voltage across this negative side of x-axis, and we have taken negative current on this negative side of y-axis. Here, this negative current is very small. That's why its unit is taken as microampere. Here, micro means 10 to the power minus 6. The reverse current slightly increases with the applied voltage. If we take the case of silicon material, then this current changes very slightly, and we can show like this for silicon material, and the same current it can be shown like this for germanium material. Thus, the reverse bias PN junction offers very high resistance, or we can say very high opposition to the flow of current. Typically, this opposition, it is in the range of mega ohms in both cases. Here, mega means 10 to the power plus 6. In this slide, the combined forward and reverse bias VI characteristics for both silicon and germanium are shown. It is seen that the leakage current for germanium junction is much more than that of silicon junction. The PN junction formed in such a way can be shown symbolically, which is called as a PN junction diode. The P side and N sides are referred to as anode and cathode. I mean to say, this PN junction diode is having two terminals, two electrode. First terminal, it is called as anode and normally indicated by positive sign, and second terminal it is called as cathode and indicated by negative side. As shown in this symbol, the arrowhead, this particular arrowhead indicates the conventional direction of current flow in forward bias. Also, the practical diode is shown in the next figure. See this next figure. Here anode is indicated here as positive and cathode is indicated as negative. And nearby this cathode there is one ring, we call it as a silver ring. The electrode having this silver ring, it is called as cathode. So with this, let's stop here. Thank you very much.